Yeah.
Oh, I will come, but not today. So you have the little influence. So when the home is bad, then disaster.
Wow.
Because most of the people in town, in my area, in my community especially, most of them are single parents.
Yeah.
Okay, and then there is already, the house is hype already. So for you to leave the house, you're already leaving the house upset. Where are you going? You're going to chill with your brethren, and then they are smoking weed.
When you have a young man in an area where everybody has a certain mindset that doesn't allow them to have bigger prospects, right? It's like, my life, this is my life, gang life, running around, you know, I'm gonna shank you and all that kind of stuff. That how do you break out of that? You know, how, you know, and the guy, you know, he's got it all, you know, he's got a career, he's got a skill set, he's married, you know what I mean? So it's going to be great to hear stories. So I ain't going to waste any more time. Let's get into the interview with our guest today, Isaac Yelber. Okay, so Isaac, you shared with us last week that you know, you obviously you didn't grow up with your parents, right? You grew up with your grandma, right? And obviously you did touch on that. It's very common in cases that your environment can bring you up. You know, when someone else is looking after you, you know, as much they can try their best, but they can't keep tabs on you as if you were their child, you know. So that gave you space to kind of do a bit of gallivanting and all those kind of things. And obviously in the area they were recruiting as well for young people, and it's like a way of life in the area in South London, right?
Like I say, in South London there are things that I'm not talking for everybody. I'm talking about the way I see things. It's like there are things that is wrong, but it's not classified as wrong. Okay, being a thief is like a fun. I'm a shoplifter. It is not a crime like we see. Oh, somebody want to make name. Oh, I robbed the shop. So it's not. So this is the mentality that is there. If you are not part of Mandem, you are not, like, you're out of the society. So for me personally, that is how we see things there. If you don't have little things, if you don't follow this bad culture of this group of gangs and things like that, you are not recognized. So you're like a person, like you have no status. You're like a person in England without a passport. You don't exist. You don't exist. That's how it is there. So, and that's the problem. It is there till today. Like I've seen my area from Angel Town, for instance, it's like everybody has to be part of GS. And whether you are, no matter what, you are part of it, because and this is where the dangerous part is, that when you accept to be in, life becomes difficult for you of leaving your own corner to even go to school. So the moment you agree to be involved in this, so first you're living your life, then they entice you like, oh, this is the way forward, this is something good, this is good for your life, and the moment you say yes, this is like, it's not, nobody will entice you, but you see the movement in the community. Every Saturday when the sun is shining, you see them are standing on the corner in the wall, everybody is sitting down there. You're not gonna sit in your bed, you want to come and enjoy with us. Oh yes, my brother, you're my sister. So everybody will start communicating that you accepted to be part, you have been accepted to be part of the community, you are accepted to be part of the little legion. So if before you realize you're already been sucked in, I'll go and sell this weed. That will be your next step. And you see that they're making money, but they won't tell you how they get their money. So you will be thinking that, oh, I want to do the same, because you are working with me every day. Automatically you see what is going on around the corner and you get yourself in. So this is how it kicked in. So this almost sounds like a work of discipleship, isn't it? That's the right point. You see them
discipling, doing the activities or whichever, and the person longs for that, to be part of that community. Also, maybe because the young person probably has issues at home, right? The situation at home isn't good. I remember that, when I was growing up, I had friends who were involved with triads, and guess where I found myself? With them in Chinatown, because home wasn't good. But then you have those who maybe have come from a good home, but that gathering of community, that status is like, yeah, I want to be part of that.
This is the point. You see, the home is number one, the teacher. Okay, if the home is no good, then the gateway to gang is wide.
Yeah.
But if the home is secured, there's a chances that you are standing both two sides. My leg is there, but my body is not there.
Yeah.
Oh, I will come, but not today. So you have the little influence. So when the home is bad, then disaster.
Wow.
Because most of the people in town, in my area, in my community especially, most of them are single parents.
Yeah.
Okay, and then there is already, the house is hype already. So for you to leave the house, you're already leaving the house upset. Where are you going? You're going to chill with your brethren, and then they are smoking weed.
Yeah.
I remember I saw one little boy that I have when I joined, when I became assistant in the church, and then I saw one little boy that I had broken. I saw him smoking big bunch of weed. I call him, hey, come here. And I give him some hand slap. And I take his hand. Get out from here. Get in the bus. Everybody, soldier, stop. But I saw that this is the person that I taught him in the church. So what happened to him? And I didn't take it because I know where he's going. And after 6 months later, he was in prison for attempt murder.
Wow.
So it is a journey where I'm trying to be a security to protect a certain people.
Yeah.
But like I say, if the home is loose, not much I can do.
Yeah. And I think this is why certain things like the help center and the things that we do are so important. Different outreach works is so important. No one can force anybody to do anything, but I believe everybody wants that change in their life. And they're just looking for that open door that's going to take time to help them and to show them in the right direction, but there's a lot pulling away. And you were sharing with us your journey yesterday, what you used to gallivanting around South London doing. And what happened is you was in this group and you started to come to the help center, right? Yes. And you started to make some positive changes, right? Because I remember, just give you an idea, I think I've got a picture of Isaac. When he came, right? And this guy's got leather weightlifting gloves, a big long leather jacket, right? He's got a do-rag on his head, right? This guy, look, this guy walking around with a do-rag, right? And crazy hairstyle underneath the do-rag, literally. So he thinks he's dressed like he's in a film, right? Like he's in a film. And but it's amazing. And the first thing that come to my mind, Isaac, and I think I told you this before, is that God, how are you going to get through to this person, right? Yeah. But his heart was willing. As soon as he heard something good, I remember that Isaac was someone that he would really try his best to do better. That's one thing I never forget. I remember sometimes in Sunday morning, we're not seeing you, right? Not seeing you Sunday morning, and then we call you like, where are you, right? And but with a do-rag and everything, you would come, right? And so you went through a whole process, but you were so willing. You were willing, and it was a process. And you was now with this situation. Even like the pastor did a thing to help you to get back into school, right? Said like, this is my child, right? Yes. So things are going in the right direction. And now you're with this new community, you're with this new group. You've gone into an area called Tulse Hill, right? Yes. And now this is where your old life, right? Because you're in the process of changing yourself internally, So you're in a new group of people, and now you're in a place because you're going out to do outreach work. And the thing is, oh gosh, I've been in a gang, there's going to be fights going on here, how am I going to work this thing, right? Yeah. So tell us, how did that situation play out?
Yeah, what happened is that during one Saturday evangelism, we went to door of some posting. And I found myself in T Block, Tulse Hill, where Brixton, Angel Town and Tulse are not getting on at all. It's very, very hot. So in this case, I'm well known. like the ringhead of the Angel Town ones, and then Tulse Hill. So when we get there, it's just a little corner. You don't know how. I don't even know how I managed to appear there because I don't really know every ghetto in Tulse Hill. But I came from a little angle, and I thought that there is a lot of house blocks that you can get enough places to post. But when I went there, it was the wrong place. And I saw almost 15 to 20 of the guys of Tulse Hill, which is T-Block gang. All of them were there. Then either I have to draw back, leave the place for my own security, or go. But when we go in 2 or 4 or 6 in posting. So when I went there, I saw that no, I don't think I should go back. I came here for one mission, is to post, to save these guys, to bring the gospel there. Though I know that I have a bad mess at the back. But when I was going, I said everybody was silent. It's like you saw the wrong place. Everybody is watching me. All the 18 to 20 of these boys are watching me, eye to an eye. Like, wait, why is he here? Then I can hear people whispering, "It's soldier, it's soldier, it's soldier." Then I can hear my name from the back, and then someone say, "No,
wasn't that time they called you 50 during them 50. Times? Those times they called you 50.
Yeah, 50, because I dressed like 50 Cent. So I hear that, it's 50, it's passing, it's 50. Everybody was silent. Then I said to myself, why? Then someone said, why? It's like the army, when I was walking through the middle, it started opening. It's like there is no way, it's like a pavement. But these people have taken over the pavement. So you need to speak. But when I was walking through and everybody is giving way, and I said to myself, it's like Moses partaking the Red Sea. I said, wow. Then I realized that it was God who was following me there, because that moment, the fear that I had, because these boys were fully weaponized. They were just like, they can do anything. And when I heard that when I passed through that, I became fearless. I said, no one anymore can touch me, because that place, I'm in the wrong place at the wrong time. And all of them were, I don't know what happened. Why these people couldn't touch me, why these people couldn't do anything. I can only hear the whole place is silent when I pass. And someone says that, why everybody is all of a sudden silent again? I can hear it from the back. And I told my people, let's go. So we just finished posting, and I give each person, to build my confidence back, I just give them one leaflet. It's the brothers, just check me down there, Brixton Road Saturday, tomorrow. Nice. Then I just walk past. From when I get to the church, I realize a big relief, like, wow, this is life or death. From that day, my life, my communion, and my lifestyle with God and my commitment changes, because from that moment, it was either for me to be broken or anything can happen.
That's right.
So from then I started developed my relationship with God more closer, because it was the second attempt after I was stopped with the scanning for forensic, and it didn't work. And that one, God has really chosen me, and there is no any other way I would leave that kind of commitment to God back into that.
Yeah.
So that was very, very good for me.
Powerful. So this is quite interesting, because many times people are afraid to let go of their old life, because they see their old life as having power over them. These people won't like me. These people, they worry about all the fear. But with you was in a situation because you were like, you know what? I want to be involved in God's things. I want to change. And you're like, God, it's you. I've got all these, like, I'll use the word wolves, like wolves, situation with wolves looking at you like ready to drink blood, right? But you could see that was your opportunity to see, yeah, God is, you walk through them, and you was okay. And that was like the basis of your confidence. So it just shows that when we step out, God actually shows himself to us. He meets us halfway, and we get more confident to do more.
Yeah, I mean, that point, Robert, I'd say I will never forget, because the way it is, if you see these boys, it's like a hungry lions, and you are in the wrong place, okay? It's their territory. So for them, they can make name. That moment they say that, oh, we get this guy from Angel Town. And you get the head, you didn't just get anybody. And that would be like a party. But from that day, then I saw, and really and truly, I tried to take every single person to the church, from Tulsa to Brixton. But all of them have also put their foot there. Like you say that, for them to say that, oh, people, of course, you're going to have negative people. They will call you names. I've been calling many names when I was trying to get committed, because without a leader for them, there's a fear. I'm a fighter. I'm not afraid of this thing. So if you have people with that kind of confidence, that standing against his opponent, so they want that. And when I left, they did everything. They will call you names. They know they will call you, but they can't touch me. So I wasn't worried about you calling me name. As for that one, it's not a problem for me.
So the wolves can bark, the lions can roar, but they cannot touch you.
They cannot touch you.
That's strong. So here's a question. So when you're going through this process, that was the external thing, and obviously an internal, because you're coming from one environment of gang culture into another. But how was it like dealing with yourself? I'm sure there are new things that you had to learn on this journey in terms of your character. You didn't grow up with both your parents around. So, I mean, what was it like having to learn to grow up and develop your mindset and your thinking?
I got angry easily, okay? And I remember that I was...
So it's the way you say that. It's like, okay, I got angry. I had a temper.
That's my weakness there. And I remember that I was in the bus. We were going to play football. That was my VYJ. You know, I have been with people, everybody is aggressive. Our aim is being bad. But when I come to the church, it's different environment. You need to be nobody. You need to be you need to be calm. And for me to take that radical transformation, I don't see myself. I know that it's a journey. So for some reason, we were in the bus and someone made me upset. Once one of the VYG members, and I switched, and you came to me and says that, come on, your little sister is playing with you and you are climbing the trees. It's like, calm down. And I say, yeah. So I came out from the bus, and I think you walked with me. From that moment, I look at you and I said, I want to be like this man. That was my first mission. Like, and for me, when I look at you, you're a family person. You become like a role model. So I received some messages. Hey, when we come to the youth group, you put me into an activity to be more active, not to sitting down back. You go, you're gonna do this drama, you're gonna do this, you're gonna take part, and you like filming. So everything you are doing, you became a model in my eyes. But I didn't tell everybody that I want to be like this guy. But when I look at you, you have some qualities that I need for myself.
Wow.
The way you deal with family, the way you portray yourself, the way you evangelize, the way you speak to people. I'm opposite, 99.9% different, because I'm always ready to defend myself or to fight. So, and I never see you fighting before. So how can I be in that? I have to come. So it was a big journey. There are times that I don't have the strength to come to church. You're gonna call me in the morning. Hey, where are you? And I said, oh, yeah, you come to the house and pick him up from Fendi Road, back to the church. And I said, look, I started getting the confidence and I get the support that I need, especially when I'm looking at you. And you never turn down on me. Anytime I come, I got this. And they say, yeah, okay, Abash, let's go. You're going to find a way for me and you keep me more active. So when I was being busy in the youth group, that was where I was letting go the other part of the culture. Then I have a little bit of some good friends and more, religious or Christians, where I will call them, like, there are people that I will say some word, everybody watch me like, which planet are you from? So I started refraining my words, I started selecting my words, I started knowing how to, you can't fight in the church. So now, anything that happened, I just have to find a way to play. So gradually, it was a big journey and it wasn't easy. I'm telling you, sometimes you guys, people will step on your foot, people will say, but I know I have a mission. I want to be like this man. So if like the Pastor Caesar was there, and he says that, okay, if you want to do anything now, also put me in your mind and says that when Pastor Caesar hear it, will he be happy or he'll be upset? So now for me not to make that man upset also, because now I signed a contract that I'm not gonna be bad again. And I said I want to be like Robert. So I have like traffic, red, yellow.
Okay.
Red, yellow. So I have to, morning time we come to service. I wasn't interested into much about Bible reading. So I started getting myself a bit spiritual help in the Bible, and so I started reading. So the activities keep me busy. From then he find me a job. From work, home or church. Work, home. I don't sleep even much. I don't stay at home.
This is all really interesting. Like I'm listening to you. I'm like, whoa! I didn't see the whole picture of everything that was going on here. But it's really interesting what you're saying, and so it's not. So because I'm seeing three things happening, right? A new environment, right? A new environment. We're coming to a new environment with new information, new people. Show me who your friends are and I'll show you who you're going to be in the next 5 years, right? And sometimes it's like, if we're dealing with subjects of faith, you know, sometimes we're not familiar with the Bible, right? We're not familiar with, we can't even understand what's fully been said in a meeting or in a service. But the second thing is you were very willing, right? And you said you were looking for some good examples. Yeah. So you're like, I'm like this right now, I'm like this. But you know, in the environment you saw some very good examples, some role models that were like, that's what you can understand. That's a good place to start, right? Yeah. And God was like meeting you halfway to help you along the way. So we didn't know the Bible so well. Cause if you start going to the Bible with Isaac now, trust me, it'll take you to another planet. Yeah, but like, you know, your Bible was this new environment, the people, you know, and I think that's really important for people to think about that. You know, no human being is perfect, but there are people who have time, who have certain qualities that you can observe and you can ask them about and you can speak to them about, and you say, yeah, you know, I can see that's something that I need to add to myself. So I think that's a huge one, guys. Because this is really strong, dude. This is really strong. I didn't know all these things are happening. I had no idea. Seriously, that's strong. So this is how you was working on yourself. Yeah, this is how you was working on yourself, and you started to develop, right? You know, I believe as you developed as well, you got more responsibilities as well, right? Yeah. And what's interesting about that is that, you know, you're one of the ones when you got raised up. I'm like, yeah, this is good. This is good. Now, because there's some cases, you know, so it was like that, you know, and you can see that as you was doing your part, showing your willingness, God met you halfway. So now here's the next thing, all right? So a career, because you spoke about filming, right? You and obviously that's not what you ended up with, even though you still have the skills. I mean, you had to develop your career in the trajectory of where you wanted to go and into the field that you're in now. We want to hear about it, all right? But just so everybody can digest what we've received, because you just dropped some powerful nuggets there. Yeah. All right. We're going to go for a break. We're going to go for a break first. Yeah. We're going to go for a break first. Yeah. And we're going to go into it. But guys, this is a really, really powerful story. Okay. Like we, you know, wherever we want to attain in life, wherever we want to reach in life, you know, sometimes we don't understand the full ins and outs. However, you know, we can place ourselves in the right environment at the right time, ask the right questions, and just be willing, and we can have the resources to become wherever we want. It's really, really, really strong. All right. So let's look out for those resources, guys. And in the meantime, we're going to play some music, some wonderful music for Chew. Oh, yes. All right. And you know what song it's going to be, right? I think they all know what song it's going to be. It's one of my favorite songs. And the song is the one and only Stacey Sarpong, On the Road. I think people might be getting tired of me playing this song now because I enjoy it so much. Oh, yeah. It's that song. It's that song. All right, guys. But just to catch up, just very, very briefly, we got our breakfast show talkers who are talking. Jade is in there. We've got Jeanette, Tyler. Amazing your testimony, Isaac. Then we've got Golden Nuggets from Mijuli. Jade says he had a godly entourage, so that means you had angels around you when you was going through that situation. Monica Willoughby says that what happened when the Lord our God, the Lion of Judah, walk before you. Amen. This is the spirit. Miss Eva says great testimony. Lorette says wonderful, great role model, strong things. All right, guys. So look, let's get this show on the road. It is really that time. This is your breakfast show, guys, and I'm gonna give you some of this Stacey Sarpong magic, and we're gonna find out in terms of Isaac's career change, and maybe we can start asking him some questions about his love life. Exactly. Feel free. The breakfast show WhatsApp line is there, and Isaac is ready. He's very ready and he's very willing. All right, guys, we'll be right back in just a moment with your breakfast show. Just don't go anywhere, okay? And it really is kicking off here in the pursuit of success, where we're having an amazing story today. Isaac, he's built some wonderful things and he's got some powerful skill sets, an amazing career, and he's our guest today. And, we've been hearing about him going from the streets, right, in terms of being a gang and all that kind of stuff, that lifestyle. And during the time out, we were speaking about something really, really important, where he was talking about the most important thing for him was character when he was trying to change, right?
Yeah.
Go on, just tell us about that.
You see, like, let me take you a step back, 1, 2, 3 steps. Before I was invited to the church, the lady who invited me even took a slap from me.
Oh gosh, Tamika.
Yeah. She called my hand. Oh, sorry, sir. She was very nice and gentle, but me, I'm always aggressive. So I knew that I have to work on my character. And if I can imagine, you are giving evangelism material to people and they keep slapping everybody. I doubt whoever is gonna do evangelism in the church.
Come to the help side. No.
And that is somehow I was okay. And I said to myself that after I was able to build onto my character, don't to be aggressive, to respect everybody, it was one of those key moments in my life that even for me to choose my wife, I was looking at that type of character.
Okay, pause for a second. So guys, just to keep you up to speed, don't lose that thought, yeah? So imagine, on the road, right? You had a name, right? Yes. Troublemaker, strong, right? You know, no one will challenge you, right?
Yeah.
But then when you come to say, I want to be a godly person, you identified, wait, I can't live like this. I'm a man, and to be a real man means to have character. And you started to you pay attention to this. Isn't you pay attention to so much to the point where when you was choosing, like, you got yourself sorted out now. And one thing I can say about Isaac is that coming through, love life wasn't a huge thing for you. That's what I observe. Love life wasn't, sometimes you have problems with people when it comes to love life, especially when they're young. I didn't see that as being like a weak point. Maybe your experiences were different, but I that's what I noticed.
I never have a problem with that.
Yeah, you wasn't like crazy, that kind of thing, because we've lost a lot of people because of love life, honestly speaking. It's gone off the rails. But like, when you got yourself sorted out and you settled yourself now, and it's time, you saw this thing, character, as a huge thing. And there's something that you said that most people don't think about. Go on, please share it.
Yeah, so when I was looking back on myself, then I took that step. Okay, now I'm okay. Maybe I need to find somebody to marry. For me, the biggest now was looking in the life of whoever I want to marry was the character. It wasn't about the beauty. No, I like character, because at the end of the day, I know who I am. And if I'm hype already, they say there's always something little one day. So if my anger, my aggression, and I'm going to find a woman with the same type of aggression, then there's going to be fire in the house every day.
So he's not a violent person, guys, yeah? But I mean, you've had this was your tendency in your character before. Yeah. So you're very mindful of that. So you've worked on yourself. So imagine you want someone that's going to be on the other direction, right?
Yeah. So I chose someone who is way different from me, someone who never even threw a punch in her life, someone that as soon as she run away to the bed. So I was looking into that so that it will balance me. When you get two people who everybody is hype, there's always going to be argument. There's always, because I know that's where I'm coming from. Though I have changed, but I don't want to take the risk of taking anything.
Someone who will knock heads with you, isn't it? And then it's like one's trying to be big, stronger than the other, or whatever, trying to So that was good. So that's a huge one for love life. So look, so Isaac wasn't, from what I perceived, wasn't anxious about his love life, and I think this is what helped you to think clearly as well. So this is already a golden nugget right there, guys. So now, in terms of career, how did you start to build that? Coming from nothing, education wise, you know what I mean? Coming from nothing, what started to happen?
One day I was working after I got my first job in Lagos. I was there for almost 10 years, I would say 8 to 10 years. And then I was arrested with the past something. So I was inside for some months. And when I came back, I lost the job.
Just question. So your past caught up with you?
Yeah, it caught up with me.
So this is something that can happen, right? Sometimes when people change their lives, there are things that happen from before when you were someone else, and it can catch up with you. And some people, when that kind of stuff happens, they can melt and be like, oh this, oh that, and they will start, like Victoria was saying, start complaining, right? Like Victoria was saying. But with you, it was a case of,
so when I came back, there was no job, so I received an opportunity to do about there's an event. They spoke about properties and stocks market. But when I heard about the stock market, I said, no, I want to do this one. So I started educating myself, and it was very expensive.
Okay, pause.
From that.
So, sorry. Okay, so didn't you feel when you came out of, because obviously you had to pay for what happened in your past life, right?
Yeah.
Didn't you feel like, oh, come on, how come I didn't get protected this time? Didn't you have that kind of attitude?
No, I mean, when I was inside, even that gave me more, because the day that when I went to the inside the prison, I was just there for some time, and I didn't even know the church, but something directed me straight to the church where they call the chapel. So I know that the Most High was with me there, though I haven't done nothing. I know I was innocent, so whatever happened, it was past. It wasn't.
Yeah,
that
that's
was
right.
a 10-year story. That was
yeah.
So I wasn't worried. But when I came, the only problem was when I lost my job. I didn't lose God. I know that there is something.
That's it.
So I started working on that. So when I heard about the stock market,
this is important. Do you know why? Because there's some people, when negative things happen, they think, oh, you know, everything I've been doing, there's no reason, it's not with me anymore, and the people start to complain, right? You know, and all this kind of things. But no. You in life, you reap what you sow, right?
Yeah.
Something that would have happened or whatever, we don't know the details, but whatever happens, you know, even if an injustice happens, right? We stay the same. We work through it. We keep moving forward. It doesn't mean like God has abandoned me, or do you know what I mean? Or everything's going wrong. No, you can see, like, even the way he described it, Isaac's like he's rooted, right? And we keep moving forward.
Yeah, so I wasn't worried at all. I mean, the first day inside, it's like, no, you don't want to be here. But the second day, I started going to church. I started doing the service there. Inside, even when I was released, I told them, can I spend one more day here? And they said, no, we don't want here. I was even kicked out from there. That get out from here, you can't be here. So when I came back, the first thing is my work. I lost the job because the time they gave. So, okay, anyway, let me find a new career. So when I heard about the stock market, it's like, it wasn't, I heard it by accident. And I was given the first 2 days with a very moderate price. But when I heard, I said, no, it's the confidence, you know, I want this one. And I said, okay, I'm going to put myself in. And then I started, it was 2-day course for about £2,000. And I said, wait, I don't have much, but I did it. And it was a scam. I went to another teacher, but what happened is I went about 6 or 4 different teachers about this stock market. And what I noticed is that I was learning from the basics. After I became a pro trader, trading for banks, I realized that all the process that was going, it was also a direction of God. Because it was the basic that they were teaching me, but I took it like, it doesn't work for what I was charged. But with that basic knowledge, I will never reach where I am. And I built onto. So when I find that last teacher, which was also online, I told him, I want to be better than him. And it was like a joke.
Universal talk, universal language.
Yeah, it was like a joke that, you want to be better, like, yeah. But when after 1 year in the mentorship, I was one of the top traders, trading for Australian banks, trading for hedge funders. So it's like, wait, and then he became, if you put my name on internet, just type Isaac Yelbert, you see everything about me. But my teacher, even people making news, people bought a website trying to write about me than even my teacher. So I have to leave my teacher. And today,
that sounds like Jacob and his uncle, isn't it? Wow.
Yeah, and the funny thing, we have about almost 700 to 800 online students, and I was one of the top 3 students. I converted I make my first almost $1 million before the lockdown. But 2 of the brokers that I have were from Australia, and one in Equity is from Egypt, and all of them went redundant. They crashed. All the banks, they lost. So this is where, but what I also noticed during the lockdown and the loss, it make me think that if I want to be a professional trader, you are in UK, find a UK broker. So I got to every journey that I have been through to reach that stage of $1 million. It was like a step by step, and there was no gap that I jumped, and there was nothing. Today, I wrote 2 books about myself, about my stock market, and the people that I'm teaching.
Wow.
You can't tell me anything about stock market that you cannot deceive me. You cannot lie to me.
Yeah, wow.
And I'll challenge you. You can't, because I know inside out for almost 8 years now I'm doing this.
Yes.
And I've got contracts with banks, but now the lockdown and the COVID has messed up everything because I have very, very big contracts that I was supposed to start. Yeah. But now I'm building a school. I have a school that is going to start December. I wanted to start in January in Brixton.
Yeah.
About 6 months mentorship in forex trading, stocks, indices, index, shares, and everything. And everything is been written down there. Like I wrote, this is my first book that I wrote about the market, and it is black and white. There is nothing hidden, and you don't find it anywhere because it's my way of trading, and it's the way God showed me how to do my thing. So there is nothing hidden. It's like I spend more time on this, so I know what I'm looking for, and this is what gives me success.
Okay, look, this is amazing. This is really amazing. Do you know why this is amazing? Because we're talking about somebody who was in Angel Town slapping people, right? Running around with like gangs and, you know, that kind of stuff, to somebody who is, you know, who developed their character, you know, who decided to give back to the community, who upholds what is good, you know, who have these amazing values. You've become this person who, you know, even when negativity comes, you stay strong. The strength that you had to do things negative, you're using to do things that are positive now. You know, like you said, you saw something to learn new skills in terms of the stock market and property, etc. You even got, you know, cheated, but you saw that the whole journey was leading to something, and I think it's refined your practice as well. It's refined your practice. It's refined your art, even the losses, and I believe you acknowledge that. And so this is another nugget for us guys. You know, sometimes we can get so hung up on the negative or the injustice that might have happened or something. We can get so hung up on it that we're too busy looking there instead of building over here. That's it. You know, and so you know what a scam person looks like. You know what's the real deal. You learn through progression. That way they were charging us for like basic things, but you had to go through that process because now you've become more valuable to people. You even became more powerful than the teacher. That's it. You know, so this is amazing. And now you've written 2 books on the subject. I mean, look guys, do you see what's happening? And I remember when you started. And one thing I observed about you, Isaac, is that, you know, all that chaos that was happening, you know, in Angel Town or wherever, it's like all that negativity was burying a genius. You know, how many people that have such are so precious. We have so many powerful talents that God has put in us. It's made us geniuses, but the negativity, the toxic relationships, you know, the toxic environment that we allow ourselves to be attached to, that we won't let go of, or we are not strong enough to allow it to let go of us or to get rid of it, are burying and masking the brilliance that we have inside of us. Come on, we need to wake up. We need to help somebody. We need to do something. We need to make things work, because life is too short. And today, you've got all this happening. You're opening a school. Look, hello from Angel Town to opening a school to give people independence. What I noticed is that there is no single school, because if I had a school to go and study, even in there's no school in this world, because they don't even know. They just read from some small book and they do. And like I said, 80% of all these things that is going on, they don't know what they are talking about. So when I spent the whole of 7 years with this, fully committed Monday to Monday, it wasn't something that I was bad, because I know that I can be. You know, when they say that there is business about property, shares, all these people have lost before, but what they did is persistence. They never gave up. That's right. And they keep doing until they find the loophole that made them success. And this is exactly what I was also building. I have online school. I teach online. I have about 43 students, and
80% are successful. Yes.
Brilliant.
And now I decided to have a physical school that you can sit down, because not everybody like online teaching.
Yeah. Brilliant.
When it comes to finances, when it comes to investment, sometimes if you go to the bank, they don't do online with you and talk. They want to sit down with you and show you. So I want to sit down and say that, okay, this is your problem. Let's work it out. Do this practice. 1 or 2 hours a day is very, very good. Anybody who is into business, who is into investment, you just throw money in the street and pick it. You need to know where your money is going, and you need to know what you are doing.
Yeah.
So if you put that effort, you sit down and you study. Believe me, if you have a teacher, sometimes if you teach people online like you're gonna do, nobody like it. But when it comes to physical, I say that, oh, Robert, I can't do this. You see that, you look at it, you say, this is your problem. So I decided to do that for the benefit even of the community.
Brilliant.
Because first people is the Angel Town people, because there is nobody with that. So that is my mindset. I want to help the community.
Brilliant.
That's why I decided to open it around.
Excellent.
So that they can come out from the cave.
Absolutely brilliant. Look, guys, and if you and another great thing about your skill set is that, you know, even our listeners that are abroad, it's something that they can tap into as well, isn't it?
Yeah.
So those of you, I've actually put the Breakfast Show WhatsApp line. If you want some more information concerning Isaac, what he's doing, his different pages and whatever to have a look at, just send a message through to our Breakfast Show WhatsApp line, which is +44 75 79 79 6845. Just say, you know what, I want some. Send me some Isaac magic. Yeah, send me some Isaac magic. All right, and we'll send you the details of him. I mean, I would say take advantage of this because you're going to be doing something really special where you're going to be giving people a trial period, right? Yes.
I will do the whole December for free mentorship. The purpose is 6 months mentorship, okay? And this one 3 days a week, which is you can anytime you can come in the class. It's going to be very cheap.
And will they be able to connect online as well?
Yes, they can connect. But what the problem, I want them to come on once a week into the class. The reason is that I will know your weakness. I don't want to have anybody say that, didn't understand this, the video was not clear.
The reason I'm asking is because we have our listeners, say, from New Zealand.
Yes, there is online.
South Africa.
Right now, I'm running online class, so it's already online. But those who are in London, those who are in South London, around, you can make it. But online class is always open.
Brilliant.
And for me, I want your success. It's not about even, if you hear how much it is, it's nothing compared. But I just want to see somebody also stepping up from my stage to say that, wow, this person has also become great. Thank you. I received a call from Spain, Italy, Germany. I've got a lot of online students, but when it comes to Brixton, I don't have. So this is my purpose of giving more to my community. But success it's a journey, not a destination. You need to work and walk through the journey that we went through.
Hey,
and great things will happen.
Brilliant. Absolutely powerful, Isaac. Look, Isaac, what a phenomenal journey. You know, I know that many of our listeners probably have questions concerning, like, you know, your dating period, etc. I know, oh my gosh, I've neglected the WhatsApp line. Okay, great. Everyone's sending questions through. Okay, just a quick question. Yeah, just a quick question here, because I know we've just gone past the time, but luckily it's a Tuesday, so I get some flexibility in this place. We have one of our listeners. Let me see if I can get their name. But they're saying this. Good morning, I have a question. Did Mr. Isaac get married? I may have missed this answer. Yes, he got married.
Yes, I think I'm 4 months old after my wedding.
Yes.
I just got married 4 months ago. July 17th.
Absolutely.
Was my wedding, and it was amazing.
It was lovely. Yeah, I was there. We thoroughly enjoyed ourselves. Yep. Next question. In one word, how would you describe his journey? If one word, how would you describe your journey?
Wow, it life worth living. I mean, this one is very, very. This journey is amazing. It's the best experience that if one day my children will say that, wow, my dad is a top dog.
So one word, how would you describe your journey?
Great.
Great. Keep it simple. Then we have, what is Mr. Isaac's favorite breakfast? What's your favorite breakfast?
Well, I like my bread and egg.
Yeah, he's like that. He's like, he's Ghanaian by heritage. It's just simple, and maybe some tea on the side, isn't
tea,
it?
Of course. Tea.
All right, then we got Okay, and then also, okay, my first question was answered. God bless his marriage. Okay, Isaac Magic, please. Okay, so yep. So please
They
send
can
your
check
name.
it on Telegram. When they put on Telegram, you see Isaac Magic, and you can join my channel for trading. It's only for trading, stock market.
Yeah.
Anything about that. And then when I start the school, the poster will be there. Then you have your free monthly, free 1 month training or online videos and everything. But my videos don't go online.
Yeah.
The reason is that it's very protective.
Yeah.
But I have a small community that I share within them. So you can never download any of my video online. You don't have it. You don't even know where it is.
Strong things. Okay. And okay, that was from Tyler from Bullring. Thank you, Tyler, for sending your message today. And look, and those of you who want to be part of the Breakfast Show broadcast, let us know. And we've got them coming through now. Yep, just request. I want Isaac Magic. We'll send you all the details again. And definitely we'd love to help you with that. Look, Isaac, you've been absolutely fantastic. It's been a pleasure having you on the show today.
Thank you very much, and thank you, my listeners, and all those who are watching. And it's a pleasure to also see you contributing to my journey as well, because for you to sit down and watch me, I'm not Michael Jackson, but you pay that attention for me. So thank you very much. God bless you all.
So guys, look, I want to wish you all the best. Let's go out there. Let's be the change that we want to see. Just to catch up here quickly, because it's Tuesday, I get a little bit of leeway. Victoria says, wow, this is an awesome testimony, Mr. Isaac. Also, Mr. Isaac, add to the Team Fearless live broadcast in the studio, guys. Absolutely.
Of course.
Akila says, strong, using his talents. Mijuli says, golden nuggets, drop it like it's hot. Kenneth says, good morning, Robert Ashite and everyone from the Breakfast Show. Selena's praying. That's the spirit. Issa De Silva says, thank you for today's program. Monica Willoughby says, and you too. And Jade, thank you, Assistant Isaac. All right, guys, let's have a robust Tuesday. Let's go out there and make things happen. And we'll catch up tomorrow on your Breakfast Show. Until then, guys, you are awesome.
Connect online Monday to Friday with special guests for inspiration, motivation to start your morning right. Music, banter, fun and laughter. Connect when you start your mornings with The Breakfast Show. Only on libertyradio.co.uk. That's right, The Breakfast Show is back. libertyradio.co.uk from 6:30 a.m.